Hey, good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me today live. Just kind of getting everything situated here. I am so excited to talk to you about what I am calling our first annual LearnAlong from the Triangle Homeschool Resource Center. So today we're going to talk about what is a LearnAlong, how do you participate, what are we planning to get out of it, and all that kind of fun stuff. So somewhat experimental. This is I'm not claiming to have invented this or come up with this idea. It's certainly, something that's been around the internet for a while. As a crafter myself, and my daughter is a crafter, we've done, I've done knit-alongs, and she does crochet-alongs and craft-alongs, and where you kind of get a group of people on a similar pattern, and everybody kind of creates the same thing and helps each other out as you go along. And that's what I want to do with this Learn Along. So let's go ahead and dive into what that's all about. So first of all, for those who don't know me, my name is Lena Yaisley, and I'm founder of the Triangle Homeschool Resource Center and creator of the Homeschool Launchpad. So if you are a new homeschooler and you're looking for some help, hop on over to homeschoollaunchpad.com and grab some of the resources we have there. We also have a new Facebook group called Help for New Homeschoolers, and lots of fun stuff going on there, some webinars coming up. So before I dive into what is the Learn Along, what is coming up in 2021 for the Triangle Homeschool Resource Center. So first of all, we have our first annual Learn Along. So if you're joining me live, definitely say hi. Let me know where you are from. And let me see here if I can hop on over to the comments. And I'm going to put a link to our poll for our Learn Along right in the comments here of the video so that you can click on that and go fill out the poll if you want to participate or if you want to have some input on what's going on. But also after the Learn Along, it's going to be 6, maybe 8 weeks of community learning. We're going to dive into how you do a unit study or how you kind of tackle unschooling and still feel like you're accomplishing something. And then after that, we head right into our Flip Your February challenge, because everybody knows that February is such a slump in homeschooling. It's a thing. It happens. If this is your first year, be prepared. And we're going to go into it prepared with kind of a reset and a February challenge that kind of offers to kind of flip that script and say, we're going to go into February excited and head into March without that slump and without wanting to give up. Okay, so that's February. Following this Learn Along challenge and the Flip Your February challenge, we're going to be talking about planning for high school. And I have this, it didn't occur to me that this is something that other people might want to know about until I was talking with a few friends about it, but I have this bucket method of planning my kids' high school. And now I have a junior who is heading into dual enrollment in the spring. And, it's worked really well for us. So I'm going to be putting together a workshop for the bucket planning system for high school. And so all those kind of fun stuff, lots of community engagement here on the Facebook page. And that is why I wanted to kind of start this Learn Along to kick off January. So who is a Learn Along for? Any homeschooler from anywhere is welcome to join us to follow along. There's nothing that you have to subscribe to, or there's no special group. I'm just going to be doing it all right here on the Facebook page. We're going to have at least twice weekly updates on how the Learn Along is going. And there will be opportunities for some more in-depth involvement, some more feedback and coaching along the way. And, I'll correspond. If you're interested in that, I'll correspond with you all by email about that and how you get involved. But I do not want to put it out there as some sort of product or program or something that you have to purchase. This is just an idea that I had to kind of bring people together, to start learning together, to kind of help each other out, growing as homeschool parents, learning as homeschool parents, and having our kids learn something along together, to kind of bring a community feel to learning that we've lost a little bit as we've gone virtual with so many things. So hopefully this is going to help. Hopefully we'll have some really great conversations here about the LearnAlong and how it's going to go. So it's for absolutely anybody, especially, however, if you are, new to homeschooling and you're thinking, I don't know how people do this. How do you figure out what your kid wants to learn? How do you figure out what to teach them? We're going to be diving into that. We're also going to be, diving into a little more of the unschooly interest-led unit study type of learning. So if you've ever had an interest in that but wasn't sure where to begin, then this is going to be a great thing for you to follow along. And you can just follow along. You don't have to do the learning activities with us. You can follow along just to get some tips and tricks about, homeschooling stuff. So follow along for that. And if you want to participate, it's going to be a ton of fun. So a LearnAlong is basically a community sourced unit study. That's the best way I can describe it for what I have envisioned. And as I said, this isn't something that I've done elsewhere, or I'm just kind of following the idea of these craft-alongs that my daughter and I do, and we're going to do it with a unit of learning. So I have some choices for us to choose from. What are we going to learn about and how are we going to do it? So the first thing is we're going to figure out what we want to learn about. And there's a poll, a Google form that I popped into the comments of the video here that you can go and fill out and take the poll. Let me know which of the topics that you are most interested in. I threw some things out there to kind of help narrow it down, because if we just open it up for comments, we'd probably get the dictionary, the encyclopedia, I guess. So go ahead and vote. Let me know what you want to learn about. What would your kids be interested in if they were going to follow along and do some of the activities in this LearnAlong? And then, if you want to, I'll be doing it here on Facebook. So I'll go live twice a week. Hopefully live. If I can't go live, I'll pre-record something so that you get an update twice a week about how we're doing and what's happening and what resources I've pulled together to help my kids learn. And one of the things that I'm hoping will be helpful for families out there is that if you don't know my family, I have 2 high schoolers and a preschooler. So I have a junior, a freshman, and a preschooler. So, we're learning at all ends of the spectrum right now. And my junior will be heading into dual enrollment in the spring. So I don't expect him to be doing a whole lot with us on this, but my freshman and my preschooler. So how do you pick a topic, or how do you use resources and, teach to kids in totally different stages of learning? So I'm going to be diving into that, how I do that with my family. I'm going to be looking to you for some suggestions because, with a preschooler and high schoolers, this is the first year I'm doing that myself. And I've seen other families do it. I've read a lot about it. So first time putting it into practice, really, at this level. So I'm going to be looking for suggestions, and I'm going to be sharing what I learn through the process. And I hope that's helpful. Also, so we'll be picking resources, and I'll be sharing those in videos with you. The first week is really brainstorming. We'll pick our topic this week. Next week on the 4th, we'll start, our brainstorming. What resources can we pull together for, learning about this topic, and how are we going to approach it with our kids? And all different families may take different approaches, but, we can certainly learn from each other and get some ideas. So that's what we'll be sharing. And then we'll dive into it. We'll start tackling our topic and, kind of just going through it week by week. We'll plan for a 6-week unit study, like I said, with a week of brainstorming ahead, a week of recap at the end. And like I said, I'll be sharing it here on Facebook. I invite you to participate in the conversations. I'll take the videos and the resources and compile them all into articles on the website at Triangle Homeschool Resources. You can follow along there if that's more your thing, or on YouTube. I'll move the videos over there. You can follow along on YouTube. If you want updates by email, I'll send out an email of links every week with all of the, places to go to get the information so that it's all kind of pulled into one place. Because I imagine I'll, like I said, this is the first time I'm doing this. It's totally experimental and I'm super excited. So I may be hopping between, Facebook and Instagram and YouTube to kind of, get different feedback and reach different people. So if you want it all pulled together in that Google form that I posted in the comments. Oh, hi, Shamika. Thank you for joining me. If anybody is here watching live, definitely drop a comment. Let me know you're here and what you would like to hear about or any questions you have about the LearnAlong. So if you would like it pulled together in an email with all the links of all the places that I've put stuff for the week, then let me know at the bottom of that form. You can put your email in and I will only send you those emails if that's what you want. I'm not going to force you onto my email list unless you ask for that. So go ahead and fill that out. And I really want to hear what you people want to learn about. So what does the audience out there, what does the community want to come together? So this is going to be like a big community group project, except, we're all getting out of it what we want to get out of it and not having to come together for a grade, right? So this is the way community learning, when we all dive into researching something can happen. So some of the topics that we have out there in the poll are, let me think, there's cooking, mythology, state history, and we'll be focusing, of course, on North Carolina state history. But if you have friends from around the country or around the world that want to participate, then we can certainly, adapt it for their location. And we'll be talking about how to do that, because how to adapt for different ages, how to adapt for different stages, how to adapt for different learning styles. It's just going to be a big, brain dump of all the things that I've learned about how to pull together homeschooling resources. And I want to share that with you so we can all kick off 2021 with a bang. So mythology, state history, cooking, statistics and probability is up there because I was just trying to pull from different fields, different subject areas so that I could show you that we could do this with just about any topic we came up with. So those are the ones I narrowed it down to with some help from my kids to see what they would be interested in so that I wasn't forcing them into participating in this publicly without their cooperation. So, because that could be ugly, right? Yeah. So anyway, that is the LearnAlong. That's the plan. It's pretty loose right now. I'm going to leave the poll open for this week, and by, let's say, the 2nd, I will figure out what topic. I'll announce what topic we're going to go into, and then on the 4th, I'll come back live and we'll do some brainstorming for our topic and figure out what resources we need to start gathering. How can we bug the libraries, the ages for the LearnAlong, all ages. That's the beauty of this. I want to share with you, Jennifer, thank you for asking, the beauty of being able to pick a topic and teach to your whole family. So I have a 15-year-old or almost 15-year-old and a 4-year-old. So I'm going to be doing both ends of the spectrum. And, for the most part, hopefully you'll be able to pull things from the middle if you have elementary, middle school kids. So it's for all ages. It's for the whole family. And we're going to be talking a lot about how you work the same topic for different parts of your family. So, for example, if I took cooking, if we picked, teaching the kids how to cook, my middle wants to learn how to cook. So I'm preparing to dive into that with her. My youngest loves to be in the kitchen. So if she's at the stove, what can I be teaching him? Maybe spread the peanut butter on the bread, or, we'll be talking about measurement and how to use all that kind of stuff. So that would be just an example, a small example of how we dive into that topic. So it's really for all ages. Families, whether you're brand new to homeschooling or you've been on the hamster wheel of homeschooling. 14, that's perfect. Yeah, so that would go right along with what my freshman is doing. So perfect. So if you've been on the hamster wheel of homeschooling for a little while and you're feeling maybe burnt out, this is a great way to kind of refresh and try something new. Okay, so that's it. I'm really excited. I hope that everybody else is excited to join us. As I said, there's nothing special to do to participate except follow along. If you want emails about when I'll be going live, what I'll be looking for feedback on, then definitely fill out the Google form. Let me know what topic you're interested in and put your email address in. And I promise you will only get updates and questions about this particular LearnAlong. I do want to say we have our Mighty Networks community, which is an app. You can do it on your phone. You can do it on your desktop. You can get notifications or not, emails or not. And I'll probably be in there daily, talking about what my family is doing in the LearnAlong, creating printables to share and all that stuff. And there is a subscription price for that, and I don't have the link ready for that yet, but it'll be $4.99 for a year, and you can have all the printables and all the daily updates, and that just helps to honor my time and my family's time and resources to put into those kind of design things and stuff. So if you want to do that, I can send you information about following us in there as well. Okay, so thanks everybody. I hope you all have a great week. It is the final Monday of 2020. So we're headed nowhere to go but up from here, right? So we're headed into a new year, new possibilities, and I'm really excited to start building community here and to be really reaching out across our screens and across the internet to help one another and to build community. And thank you for your time and participation. And I look forward to hearing from you in the forum so we can get really excited about what topic we pick. And I will see you next Monday with our brainstorming session. Same time, same place. Have a great week and a great new year, everybody.